Yeah, I think just putting in the work each and every day. Whether you add 2 guys or you got the same team from last year, the work starts right now, and just continue to get better at the things that'll help us win games come October and March.
How much should just having more size this year kind of fix some of the things that were deficiencies last year?
Yeah, last year one of our huge goals that we struggled with was not letting teams get in the paint and get layups. So having more size and having more rim protection will only help us get stops, which will lead to us in our high-powered offense.
How much does it matter for offense to be good on defense?
Yeah, you got to get stops to win basketball games. And you can get stops and get out in transition. It's evidently that's when we're better at playing basketball, and that's when we win games.
Your career is kind of parallel to a weird time in college sports, COVID, NIL, transfer portal. Is there any semblance of normalcy to off seasons, or has it all just kind of been different each year?
In terms of the work, it's the same. It's getting better. It's getting yourself in a great position to play valuable minutes and hopefully start on a really good basketball team. But it's different and outside of basketball, I'd say, every year. So ultimately, just sticking true to who we are and what we do as a program, and myself just putting in the work.
What's your next step as a player? Do you want to kind of be different or better at as a senior?
Yeah, obviously, I'd like to be a better defender for this team. It's that's when I've taken myself out of games, whether we go defense late in games or we just go with a different lineup with different matchups. So being able to play, if I have to, 40 minutes to help this team win games and help take this team to a national championship.
Is there a secret sauce for you to defensive improvement? Is it effort, understanding? How would you kind of?
Yeah, I'd say it's focus.
What's the starting point?
It's focus. It's something that me and Coach talk about when we watch film together. It hasn't really been my ability to defend. There were times last year where I guarded really good players, and then there were times where I just will get back cut or something stupid. So just being focused and focus on defense as much as I do offense.
How much does the experience coming in as leaders this year with Braden again, just to help the younger guys and new guys this season, how much better prepared are you this year?
Yeah, it's about all you can ask for. Guys that have played and started 3 years, played in the Final Four, to come back with such talented young guys and to have one more year to go at it. It's all we can ask for. Now it's a matter of putting all the pieces together and getting ready to go.
The diversity of this roster, you've got 3 bigs that are all skilled in different areas. Daniel can stretch the floor a little bit on top of that. Clearly Adam Liam is a help. You have another point guard. You kind of feel like this has a complete everything on the roster?
No doubt. It's a lot of credit to Coach Painter and the rest of the staff of getting all the pieces together. But like I said, it's not who you add. It's what you do when you get together. And I think we made a lot of strides the year we added Lance and we went to Europe. Our practices that summer were really good. And last summer was a lot of learning and teaching, whereas this summer we got guys that have been through it, and we can go in every day with the goal to get better and just put ourselves in great position to make a run at it.
For you seniors, are there lessons that carried over from the Final Four season where the expectations were through the roof and you guys handled it every single day, had a certain professionalism about you?
Yeah, no question. It's showing up every day and working and pushing yourselves, knowing that other teams are out there working hard, and you don't want to not put in the work. So I think having been through it, it's us continue to get better, whether shots going or not, or whether you get scored on or not. It's just showing up every day with that end goal in mind, not let's get through the week.
When the season ended, how long until you were back in the gym?
Same stuff as always. It's let your legs get under you again, and then get back in the weight room, and then start shooting again, and then just getting back in shape and getting ready to go.
What's next for Brady?
The league. But no, talking to Braden, he's putting in the work. You see it today. He's working on new things, but it's him being ready to take this team to a national championship. He's obviously got the ability to do it, winning the Bob Cousy, winning the Big Ten Player of the Year, but he's not satisfied with that. Talking to him, we came back to win a national championship and put ourselves in that position to keep this program at the top.
But just from him, from an individual standpoint, and what he can improve on going into next year. I mean, that's.
I would say it's him not getting down on himself. He has games sometimes, whether he turns it over or misses a shot, he gets down on himself. But we always tell him, dude, you're the best player in the country. And that was my biggest thing with Zach. Whether he had a bad game or not, he gave full effort no matter what, and he pushed everybody on the court to do that. So Braden not putting his head down, instead every single good or bad game playing to win, picking his head up.
You clearly practiced against him a bunch, but you played against him at the high school level. What was that like? You know, kind of seeing him as a competitor versus a teammate.
Yeah, he's someone you don't want to play against. He's got that spunk to him that he gets going. It's tough to beat, and he can get by anybody. And now he's confident in his shot. So it's really pick your poison. Today he did a great job defending me and not letting me get it in spots I like to get it. So whatever he's going to do, he's going to do to win.
When you knew that he was coming in here, did you kind of start following him a little bit more and seeing like, how can I play with this guy? How can he help me? How can I help him?
Yeah, no doubt. I played against an AAU one time and he beat us, and I didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was. We were probably sophomores in high school. But you just saw how he controlled the game, and I'm thinking, who's this little white kid? And then you see him in high school, you see him start to take over games, and just his ability to know where guys out are on the floor. I mean, he can hang in the air for 2 seconds and still find a shooter, and I've never played with anybody that can do that. So continuing to push him to not only pass the ball, but just keep playing hard to win.
You guys have to have almost kind of the same brain now with as many games as you played together, right?
Yeah, here and there's mishaps, but it happens on a basketball court. But ultimately, it's we play to win, and I think that's why we click so well together.
Do you feel like you recognize how special it is that you, Trey, Braden, are finishing your whole career together, one team, one school?
Yeah, no doubt. It's something special, but something that 10 years ago was normal. Now it's not normal. So I was talking to somebody today, and I said if I would have went to a different school at a high school, I would have been at 3 colleges by now. So to be here and for Coach Painter to run things the way he runs things, it's awesome. I'm happy to be a part of it.
What is the standard for a successful season this year?
It's starting now and putting in the work every day. It's trusting one another, and last year we struggled with communication, so us communicating to one another, good or bad, and continuing to push each other.
I feel like the standard, was set in 1980 when Coach Katie got here. But today you see a 7'4" guy who missed a whole year with an injury, diving headfirst on the floor for a loose ball. Is that just the expectation when you come here? Like that gets ingrained in you pretty quick?
No doubt. It's right now you're playing for a spot. You're playing for minutes to help this team win. And if you're not diving on the ball, you're not going to play. So either you do it or you sit over there and listen.